Capricorn, this is Crystal with Hattis Hierophant. I am your tarot reader. And Capricorn, I hope you are doing well. This is your June general reading for 2020. The center of your reading, Capricorn, is the Four of Cups. With this being the center of your read, it is a minor arcana, so we can expect it to not last as long energetically. I do get a number though. I get like in the next 4 weeks, 4 weeks, 4 months, 4 weeks, 4 months, whatever that means to you, Capricorn. But mostly I almost get like that hanged man kind of energy, like you're waiting for an answer. You're waiting for that next thing, right? Or you're waiting for a sign. Like I feel like that you are spiritually waiting for answers. Yeah. Now the great thing that I do like about this energy, because fours represent stability and partnerships, and whatever it is you're waiting for and whatever it is that's coming, we can expect that it is going to make you feel more stable. Now let's go into your moon energy, Capricorn, and this is where your emotions are, where spirit is working in your favor, and or where you are resonating energetically. And I get the Hierophant with the Emperor along with the Three of Cups. So right away we're dealing with some Aries or perhaps even Tauran energy, and we have some major arcana that's happening in your moon energy. And Hierophant typically represents like a spirituality. I can talk, really. Along with the Emperor, and then we're talking about the Emperor, and you see how we were talking about stability. You are obviously seeking that, and perhaps we are seeking this with bigger and larger institutions, whether it's with your school, whether it's with work, whether it's with your government. Listen, Capricorn, whatever it is you're waiting for, we can expect that we are going to get word back to where we know our next step, right? And I feel like that it's not necessarily a success or something to celebrate, but enough to celebrate to where it's like, now I can at least plan, living in this uncertainty, right? And that's how he feels as he's sitting by that tree. Living in this uncertainty is what's making you feel uncomfortable. So we can know that the spirit world is working in our favor to get us towards more stability. Yep. So whatever that means to you. So if it's at work, you're going to hear word. You're going to get word from your bosses, your CEOs. If it's school, you're going to get word from the institution. If it's politics, we're going to get word in June, politically, from our government about how we are going to move forward. Okay, so now I'm going to expand in your sun energy, and this is your ego. This is where you show up. And I have the Devil card, speaking of you, Capricorn, showing up. You showed right on up to your own reading, along with the Ace of Cups and the Knight of Wands. So right away, Capricorn, I see some of us are moving towards a relationship. For sure. And it's going to be with a fire sign. And if you're not moving forward with this relationship, Capricorn, this person is going to reach out to you. Like, it's going to be like, look, Capricorn, I'm a new person, right? And because it is showing up in your ego, that's how they're going to show it to you. Capricorn, I almost feel like it's going to look better than what it really is. Just saying. We'll expand on it just to see, but that's the general feeling I get. And then in your immediate present, we have the Six of Pentacles along with the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. So, okay. So with that word that we're going to be getting from our institutions, from our jobs, things like that, I feel like that they are going to, they're going to give more than what we thought. Whether it's more money, whether it's more time, whether it's a title. I just feel like that it's going to be beneficial to whatever this transition is for you financially. And for some of you, it's even going to be domestically too. There's going to be a increase there for you as well. All right, Capricorn, let's expand. Let's expand, darling. See what these major arcanas got to say. Ooh, are you trying to date somebody at work, Capricorn? Just saying. All right, so I expanded on that Hierophant. We have the Lover's card, and really, when you have those two together, that is, just the institution of marriage, right? Of that committed relationship. So that's how come I said, are we booing it up with somebody at work? Because this is a collaborative energy, and we're talking about the Three of Pentacles, and it's also an action number with the threes. Yeah. So for some of you, right, remember how we were talking about that we can see an increase in our finances. We can see, I see an increase in our job, almost like a promotion. Some of us are going to benefit from that as well. And it's almost like you're going to be put in a position of something you always really wanted to do. It's gonna feel really good. Now, I expanded on that Three of Cups, and I have the Five of Pentacles, and then I have the Six of Wands. I got it. Thank you. So for those of you Capricorns that have been feeling abandoned and left out, and like, what about me? You can expect that we're coming on the upswing for you, Capricorn. Those things to where, because really it's been difficult for you in like the everyday, right? Sometimes it's been hard for you to even get up and brush your doggone teeth, right? And you're like, what about me? Like, I've been here waiting. Those times for you, Capricorn, of feeling abandoned, unwanted, and unloved, those feelings you can let go of, because a celebration of you, Capricorn, is coming. That ease in your everyday is coming. And I expanded on that Emperor, and I got that Eight of Swords with the High Priestess and the King of Cups. He's offering that love. He's offering that care and compassion. And that High Priestess, she is in that energy of that. And because she has that scroll of things already written for you, Capricorn, all of these thoughts of not having, not getting, you being forgotten, things being so hard for you. The High Priestess is saying, no, that was written for you then. It's not written for you now. The Emperor, by Gomet, has showed up, and when he shows up, you know what happens? The entire kingdom kneels. Not because he's the Emperor, but because he worked for that. He fought in the wars and survived. He led the wars and survived. It's one of, you put the work in. That's why the kneeling is there, of appreciation. Of you made it. Not only did you do it for yourself, but you did it for others. Come on, Capricorn. Get out of that headspace. You don't need to be there anymore. Let me expand on your ego energy. Like, I'm about to get teary-eyed for you, Capricorn. I'm about to get teary-eyed for you. Because it's about doggone time. It's about doggone time for you. So you showed up to your own reading. And then we get the frickin' Justice card along with the Judgment card. Major arcanas together for you in your ego energy. This is like a rebirth. This is like a baptism. This is like a new start. So all of those things that you felt unjustified about, those days where you were sitting there like, when is it going to get better for me? Because there have been some days, Capricorn, where you've been down and out, and you're like, is this really as good as it gets? And you know what I love about it? Because I can see it. You know what I love about it? That even when you were at your lowest of low, you're like, okay, all right, have my pity party. I'm going to get up and try again. And the spiritual world, pardon me, because I'm getting excited. Because I see this sun shining. I see this wheel of fortune like flipping turning for you. And I love it. The spiritual world is like Capricorn has paid their doggone dues. Let's tip the scales in their favor. You have been judged. And then, when I expand on that Knight of Wands and I get this King of Swords with this Four of Swords, right? This has been in your thought process of not having enough and why me and woe is me and when is my turn coming. The King of all knowing, the King of knowledge has come and said, wake from your slumber, Capricorn. Because I've got something for you. And the Tower isn't always destruction. Because Capricorn, let's face it, there's been times to where perhaps the rug was pulled from under your feet, but by the time you got up, you're like, thank God, because now I can see that was a mess. Thank goodness for that Tower moment. And that Tower has to happen sometimes, so that big building that you thought was so fantastic, once it crumbles, you see that really it's just been garbage the whole time. And what has been revealed is what is supposed to be yours anyway. A new start, a new beginning, a new blessing, a new job, a new love, a new car. That hope, that's no longer a hope, but it's reality. That manifestation is no longer a meditation, but reality. It's showing up in your ego energy, Capricorn. And then with the Fool card, come on, look at this. Look at this. Look at that. And it's with the Ace of Cups too. For those of you who've been waiting for that new love, seriously, I mean, I'm only missing one. No, I have the Wheel of Fortune, the Tower, the Fool, the Devil card, Judgment, Justice, and the Ace of Cups. Love is on the horizon. I do feel like that some of you, some old loves are gonna come back and be like, I've changed, I'm different again. I see it looking pretty on the outside, but it's not pretty on the inside. And that is gonna be your time to be like, I'm not falling for the okie doke this time, bye-bye. Because you have an understanding of that this needs to happen. Something needs to be destroyed. Something really needs to end for me to get this and to get this. You see, because the 0 represents a beginning and an ending. So something has to end for it to begin. And that's what we have here. We have an ending for a beginning. We have an Ace of Pentacles along with the Ace of Cups. And it's in your ego energy. Some of us are going to be offered a new job. Not only a new love, but a new job. And we might even, remember when I said, are we dating somebody at work? Interesting. So perhaps when you get this new job, this new offer, are you going to meet them at work, Capricorn? That's not like you. You normally don't mix work with pleasure. Okay, I'm sorry. I got a little emotional there for you, Capricorn. I'm sorry, I habitually stumble over my words. My brain works faster than my mouth. Oh, goodness. I have to take a deep breath. So I expanded on that 5 of Pentacles. And I have the 6 of Pentacles. And I expanded and got the 5 of Wands along with the 4 of Wands. I'm obviously all over the place because I'm feeling so many energies here. And really, I feel so good for you. I feel so good for you. Because you're finally getting that stability that you've been wanting. These are all about stability. And you already have this regalness about you spiritually. It's almost like that shows up before you do. And now it's starting to match up to where now you're showing up together. And it's just, it feels so triumphant. Now, granted, in order for you to get these things, right? Because like I said, I feel like that this shift is going to start happening. You're going to start knowing, right? So this way you can start planning your next steps. So for those of you who are going back to school and going back to work and you know, money is returning, money is more, like whatever it is, some of you are going to actually have to fight for it, right? If you see that some of your coworkers are getting it and you're not, then kick up a little dust. You'll get it. Because I feel like it's not intentional. I feel like it's like, man, we didn't realize. And then I expanded on that Wheel of Fortune, and I have the Eight of Swords along with the Magician. All right, so, you know, that Magician is the idea before the ideas, and that Eight of Wands is, it's like that quick energy of knowing now. Tell Capricorn now, let it happen now. We're going to change it now. It feels so instant. So all this waiting that you've been doing, Capricorn, I feel like you're about to get your hair blown off. You're about to get your hair blown back. I was just about to say, hold on to your snapbacks. Hold on to your sew-ins, because Capricorn, change is coming. Gosh, and I'm so happy for you. So happy for you. You saw me pulling the cards. You hear me shuffling the cards. So I expanded on that Four of Cups, and I have the Nine of Wands. And you know, this energy, I am familiar with it. We all are. And remember how I said one of the things I see about you and I love about you, Capricorn, is that every pity party you've had, you've gotten up, you've dusted yourself off, and you started again. And that's what these represent. Like, that's how come it's been feeling so tiring for you, because you feel like that you've been doing do-overs for the past 10 years. That's how it feels. But this pivot, this baptism, this rebirth is going to put you in a position of confidence, independence, financially, right? To where you have your own. And Capricorn, all you really crave is stability. Now, granted, you like nice things, but I feel like if I have to live in a freaking box and that box is mine, I'll take it because it's mine. That's this energy. And then I end the reading. The last card I pulled for you is the Sun card. It's a major arcana. It's the most beautiful card in the deck that represents joy, prosperity, pregnancy, family, children, like everything that makes your heart skip a beat. It ended the center of your reading. Capricorn, I am overjoyed for you. It is so deserving, and my spirit guides are just, it's almost like they're sitting back there smiling because they cannot wait. It's almost like they have the biggest present, the biggest spiritual present for you, and they're waiting for you to open it, because it's going to be everything plus some that you wanted, and you deserve it. Okay. Whew. I'm feeling June, July. June, July. Okay, so this is your angel card for the month of June. Let's see what it is. I'm sorry, I was really enjoying your energy, so I wanted to sit there for a minute. Oh, I've never gotten this card one time for anybody. I didn't even know it was in there, and it's love. I mean, I know you can't read that because it's backwards, but L-O-V-E. When it all comes down to it, that's where we all meet up. That's where the center frequency is, and it's that of love, no matter who you are, what your beliefs are. I like it for you, Capricorn. Listen, I absolutely adore you. Thank you for being so patient with me. I'm really trying to create a rhythm here with my videos, but I love that you come and see me. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I would love to see you next month. Thank you so much, and I absolutely adore you.